Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. A lot of you might not even know the context behind this video, but so I'm just going to run over it briefly. 3 years ago, I left a comment on a video saying that I was working on an animation to this song. It's for Camille Saint-Saëns' Dans Macabre. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I just call it Dans Macabre. Anyways, in my opinion, that's one of the greatest classical music pieces ever written. There's also a story behind it, and the story goes something like, through in the beginning of the song, once a year, Death goes to this graveyard, right? And he pulls out his violin and starts to play, and it wakes up all of the corpses in the graveyard. And my interpretation of it was Halloween night, and he plays the fiddle for them, and all the corpses get up and they start dancing and they start living their life again. Not like going back and living at their house, but they it's the dance of the dead is pretty much what the title translates to. And anyway, so throughout the whole night, while they're playing the fiddle and the music is going, all these skeletons are going and they're just having like a merry time. They're out dancing with each other. They're going through and just kind of like causing ruckus in their own little way. It's you need to listen to the whole song and you can kind of understand it. But as you listen to it for the first time, just kind of picture in your mind, Death walks into this graveyard. It's quiet. The clock strikes 12. That's kind of what the little violin pricks are. I'm not a music major or anything, so I don't know what to call them exactly. But you hear the clock strike 12. Death then begins to play his fiddle. All of the corpses, just imagine bodies slowly coming out of the ground, kind of like zombies, but they're skeletons in my interpretation of it. And so that's just kind of the rundown. I was gonna make a whole animation to it at the end of the song, when the rooster crows. The dead, they all have to go back, and they go back to sleeping until the next year, next Halloween. The same thing will happen. Yeah, that's just kind of a brief summary of the song and of the animation that I was working on, and I'm still planning on making it. Here's kind of the story behind the animation. So it was 3 years ago. I started on it. I bought like 30 little Lego minifigures. I bought a bunch of clay, started building the sets and everything. And then I started doing some experimentation with the animation, and I realized that Lego people are just not very articulate. I had like a plan that I was going to have the characters ballroom dancing, and I was trying to do some animation tests of that. I realized that the way that Lego people move, the Lego skeletons especially, it was just not like there was no practical way I was going to do it. I would have to use clay just to hold up their arms and everything, and to do that for the whole 7-minute video was just going to be a nightmare. So I started kind of thinking of other means to do it. I'll show you here. My friend Garrett Stop Motion, he showed me these skeleton figures, and I wanted to use them, and I still would like to in the future. You've seen like a lot of the Tim Burton stop motions and things like that. I want to make it in a similar style as that, and I was planning on getting some of these like really high quality like skeleton armatures for animating, but they're about $100 a piece. They're really, really good. They're really detailed. My friend, he bought one. He said after a while though, they did start to wear out, so I do need to be a little bit cautious. But the problem with these are, so you can see Death right here. I wanted him to be a character similar to that, but he'd be playing a violin and whatever. Anyways, the problem with these is that they're like $100 a piece, and I wanted to get like 20 of them. So right there, that's like a $2,000 investment just for the figures. Not to mention, like, I wanted to build like this Gothic style town in like maybe medieval Germany or something for the skeletons to kind of like, they'd be running through and just kind of playing throughout the town while the music is playing, and then the rooster crows on top of one of the houses. So the film itself is going to cost quite a bit to do, and right now I just can't really afford it. I'm a full-time college student. The whole set and everything that I started on with Legos, It's like in a storage unit somewhere because I actually moved since I started the video. But yeah, that's kind of the rundown with the video now. Is I just can't afford to get the figures that I want. I mean, I've thought of doing a Kickstarter, but I don't really like asking for money for projects. Like even YouTube, like I don't plan on monetizing anything because just I don't know. That's just kind of the way I think. I don't plan on making money with this, but if I'm going to be doing a $2,000 investment, I need to be a little bit more financially secure than I am right now. I'm paying for school out of my own pocket, like working a job, just trying to make ends meet, really. But there is another alternative that I've kind of thought about, but I would rather do the stop motion, but you might have seen some of my 3D animation that I've been doing, and I could do it in 3D. I've been getting photorealism down quite a bit with Legos, but I do kind of want to keep it more of like a Tim Burton style feel with actual like really detailed armatures, you know, doing all the dancing and everything. That's what the plan is. So I wish it was done. I wish I had the money that I could just go through right now and just like animate it, because it's one of those things that's like every time I hear the song, like the whole video that I have kind of plays out in my head. The idea for what I want to animate, you know, every like string and like every note of the violin, just kind of like you can even hear it when you can hear the xylophone, I think is what it is. And for that shot, like I'll play the clip really fast. I imagine like some skeletons like playing with bones and like hitting a couple other skeletons or like hitting a couple on a head to make those noises in the film. And yeah, so it's one of those like artistic things that I have stuck in my mind, but when I bring it to life, I want to make sure that I make it as good as I can. I don't want to like make some shitty animation in 3D. Like, I mean, there's a couple other on YouTube, other animations and things that people have done, but I don't really think they do the song justice. I mean, they're good, but they're just like, I mean, I don't think there was really a lot of effort, I guess. I mean, there was a lot of effort, but they're just not that good. Okay, I'm kind of a dick about it, but yeah. So you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from now. It's more of like a budget issue. The reason I'm doing like 3D animation and stuff with Legos is that I can do that for free pretty much just on my computer. And like I really don't even have room to actually stop motion animate in my dorm room. That's why I'm on the computer in the first place doing some 3D animations. But yeah, so it won't be for a while. I plan on doing this Battle of Kursk Lego movie that I'm working on, maybe like a zombie one as well with Legos on the computer, and then maybe a pirate one. And then I'm hoping, you know, because right now it's like second semester, I'm hoping, because I have like kind of some things online where I sell things, and I've been making like enough money to just barely cover tuition and like rent and stuff. But I hope if that picks up and I get a little bit more free time, I can like rent out a place, even if it's like a storage unit or something, and just set up kind of an animation studio. I've looked at like commercial spaces, but each commercial space, like to do, I'd be doing both like online sales and stuff out of it, and then have it also an animation studio is the other half. Just yeah, it's just like $1,000 a month extra just for a building or like a place to do this stuff in. So yeah, yeah, you kind of know where I'm coming from now. About this video, like, yeah, and I'll stop rambling. But next time you kind of wonder where this video's at, now you know it's just been like, I don't know, it's been kind of a nightmare, and like I started on it, and then I realized that the way I was gonna do it would just be shit, and so I needed to re-examine everything and do a completely different like method of animation with these like professional armatures and stuff, which will just take time and an extra couple grand. So yeah, now you know where the video's at. I'm still gonna make it. I'm gonna make it no matter what. Like, I don't care if I have to drop a couple grand. I just need the couple grand to drop first, and then I'll make it. So, and like I said, I don't care about making money off my animations. I just like when I make an animation, I make it to satisfy like my mind. Like I think of like a video idea and then it just goes kind of like I go kind of crazy because I can't it's not projected in front of me. It's just like some ideas in my mind and then I do my best to try and bring it to the like bring it onto a screen so that I can rewatch it. And a lot of the times, like on some of my older animations, like they aren't like the best or anything, but you know, like anyone who has a project or an idea like this and you just go for it, like those that's what you have to do with these projects. If you guys, you know, a lot of my viewers, they do stop motion animation. If you guys like have an idea, like the only thing holding you back is just not starting on it. Like you have to do it on impulse, and you'll surprise yourself with the quality and the things that you'll learn. Every new video is like a learning process. You know, my fourth Battle of Ypres, I learned a lot. My Lego Matrix, I learned a lot. The Lego Star Wars trailer, like I look back and I think the animation is shit now, but I learned a lot with doing it. You know, you learn so much every new project, and you know, I've been learning, and I just don't think my skill is there yet to tackle this. But I mean, it's one of those things. I just have to start, and you know, it finds a way. You find a way to do everything. This Blender Battle of Kursk series that I've done, I've been learning Blender since last May, I think, is when I started learning it. So yeah, yeah. I guess this is kind of turning into a rant video, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But yeah, so I mean, if you guys stick with the channel, I promise I'm gonna be doing a lot more animations as well. I mean, the Don's Macabre one, like I said, won't be out for a while just because of the budget needs and stuff for everything. But I mean, I plan on doing tutorials and stuff as well, maybe some stop motion ones as well, along with the 3D stuff. So if you guys are curious about animation, until then, you guys can watch the other videos. If you guys feel cheated and want to unsubscribe because the video still hasn't been out and it's been 3 years, and it'll probably be like another 3 years before it's out, like, I mean, I don't blame you for unsubscribing, but I mean, just know that, like, I just do this YouTube channel for fun, and I like what I do, I guess. Like, I, I, I would do it for free, you know, as long as it's an idea that I have. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. This was kind of a crazy video. Just I'm recording this at like 1 in the morning, so I'm gonna stop it and edit it now and then go to bed. So yeah, talk to you guys later.